Yo, 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 yo. It looks like I've been through it. Yeah, just been hanging out at home. Anyway, welcome to day 8 of Back to Brags Friday the 13 Days of Christmas for Child's Play Charity, which I'm going to need to put that in, the needed information in there. We're going for about 2.5 hours today. We're going to do the countdown for the last 3 time zones on this planet, which is Hawaii, then America Samoa, slash Niue, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Then the U.S. minor outlying islands. I used to think Tamati, something like that, was the last time zone. Apparently, it's the first. So, yeah. Anyway, the next Hawaii goes off in 19 minutes, and then after that, it's hourly. Is it hourly? Yeah, because some of these time zones are like 15 and 30 and 45 minutes apart. It's weird. But anywho, I need to do a setup real quick. I need to put some information I didn't put in the description that I need to put in the description. So if anyone wants to donate, they can. And then when I get done doing that, we will take care of the daily death. You might be asking, why are you doing your thing this early? Who's gonna be up? Well, for starters, the people who shout out to Slash and Cast because they did a stream where they played Friday the 13th the game till the server shut down. It was kind of emotional. Actually, I think they're still on. Last I checked, like right before I came on, they were doing karaoke. Before that, they were doing the. You all right? They were doing that whole cabin thing, that uh, mode in the game, which got reset apparently. A lot of stuff got reset and just undone when they shut down the servers. Like any mode you could still play, you could only be like Jason from number 3 and number 5, unless you also had Savini Jason, then you could be that guy. Um, so Rip Friday the 13th the game. Like I mentioned before, there's rumors 2 games are in production, and rumor to one of those games is that the sequel to Friday the 13th the game, the asymmetrical horror, which would be great, especially if it came out soon, especially if it was done well. It was similar, very similar to the one that just got shut down, but improved upon. We'll see. Uh, I don't think Gun Media is doing it because Gun Media is seems very busy with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Cats have been acting really weird since New Year's, since right around the ball dropped around here on the East Coast. All right, let me set this stuff up. Let me get some music for y'all. You might be able to hear music in the background. Uh, why did I turn that off? Um. So yeah, 1 second. You. Oops. I have to do another thing for that.
I've been treading water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. I won't hide to break apart. Don't tell me why I can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. Until the break of dawn.
Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out. If your enemy's a road ahead, a full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets caught real big, gets off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, handling the score, never getting bored. Lots of blood and gore. Always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really listen until they feel it. Force their heart in. If you start shit, you be hard lived in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, it'll kill when I'm desperate. When there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Pump up the bass line.
Wait!
Pump up the pump up the
Yo, was up here? Very close, just over a minute away from Hawaii reaching the new year. It is kind of a chaotic this is probably will be a chaotic stream. 20 seconds, Hawaii. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, Hawaii. This was set up so perfectly before. They're shooting at us! Definitely up one thing, the countdown got here faster than I was ready for, so. don't know how I'm so off center. Like I have this like okay, so computer should be like this, right? But it's like me to be in the middle, but I'm like in the middle. Uh, this is gonna be a weird stream. um, I'm running on very little sleep, or well, not very little sleep, not a lot of sleep. Been up for a while. Um, I don't know if I finished my explanation of why we're doing it now, other than I think it's pretty cool to do these countdowns because there's usually never anything to watch countdown wise. Two time zones left with American Samoa and slash New and the U.S. minor outlying islands. Hold on a second. Okay. Um. Under the game. Oh. I need to get put in my place. Okay, here we go. This lady's uncomfortable. Yes, I'm confused. Thanks for noticing. Alright, let's do this daily death. Nah, it's nice not having to rush this. Daily death. Yep. Do this. Alright, so I obviously have to get someone to run into that landmine. I'm pretty sure it's this person. Question is gonna kind of be how. Okay, I see. So, boop, boop, whoops. May have already messed up. Start from the beginning. Okay. I have an idea what I need to do. Okay. I think it's someone else who needs to do,
No!
put him there so I can go there. Huh. Yeah, I messed up. Like, wow, I'm really glad this one isn't one I'm doing right. Alright. Okay. Alright, that's not it either. Gee, this one. Tricky icky. So my original thought was I needed to get him here and knock this down, but I end up to get over here, I have to bring him down here and go. What if I do that? Then I do that. Then, there's no possible way of getting him out of here. Now either kill him here or scare him over. I can't even scare him over here. Alright, that's obviously not what I need to do. Let me try something here. I already feel like that's wrong. If I go left, I kill him, and that defeats the purpose. If I go down, you can't really do anything. I either kill him, or get stuck here, and then come back and have to kill him. I can move the board. See if there's anything I'm missing. Someone explain to me what is up with the trickiness of getting this thing to... minutes till American Samoa and you. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Hits midnight and reaches 2025 like the rest of us, except for the U.S. minor outlying islands. And I didn't have a drink for the last countdown. Nabi. I'll have one if I beat this level in time. See, that thing's gonna electrocute me. Alright, let's go back to the beginning here. You're up. I go here, alright, then what? I gotta come back here and knock that down. Or I just go that way and knock that down, and then I'm here. Or I can scare this person over here. Anything else is just getting through a loop. Go over here and kill him. But I'm pretty sure I need him. Well, okay, here's an idea. Doesn't seem right. My thought was, go here, knock that over, doesn't matter over there. Kill them. And I'm here. Cha. Around, kill him, he scared him over here. And I'm pretty much right back where I started from. Oh. That's what I forgot. It wasn't that I'm not smart, it's I was ignorant. There's a difference. Ignorance is not knowing. Being not smart is knowing and still not figuring things out. A moment of why I'm better than others. I'm so proud of you, Jason, sweetie. Here's some more bloodlust to keep you going. Thanks, Mom. I must have enough. Just can't get enough. Alright, so we're on pace on day 8 and have 8 kills. Let's do the murder marathon. The last one I did was terrible. I think I stopped at like 3. What, buddy? Oh, lightsaber. Yeah. Crowbar. Yeah. Like a battle, right? Yeah, kinda. Gold electrified machete. Oh. Ice machete. Hey, put a tea kettle through her. Had a nail gun and then just beat her to death with it. Cool. Put a cell phone through him. Woo! I think Jason's actually killed someone like that. Really want to get past 23, because that's what I think the largest I've done. And all these Game-athons. September now. Oh, sweetie, but you missed. Try to keep the streak going. I'll give you another chance. No, Mom. Then it wouldn't be a streak. I love that. I never remember to listen. 33 minutes away from New Year's in America and Samoa and you. Another microphone. I went from not having a microphone after I had a microphone, and now I have two microphones. Alright, 32 minutes till the next countdown. And like I said, so anyway, yeah, let me explain why we're doing it now, other than the coolness of doing these, my personal thinking is cool, to do these countdowns of these last three time zones. I don't know when I'm going to bed. My tradition, New Year's Eve to New Year's, is once I'm up, as we cross over New Year's into the New Year, I stay up as late as possible. It's in this case 2024 Christian, trying to stay alive as long as possible before having to do resolutions. So with that said, that's too much light. Now that it's a little ow. Put me back into the big. Oh, yeah, that's a little much. It's a lot better. Man, I need a haircut. Get that hair's messed up looking as possible. We can go down now. Stay up. There we go. Oompa Loompa or something. Alright, let's take a look, see if anyone's donated yet. And at 0 since we started. Still at 0. Still have the 8, May 9, May 10, 11, 12, and 13. So 6 more days. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna look as bad as possible for some reason. I forget I'm not looking in the mirror. My hairline's kind of messed up. Though, my hairline is here, but I don't know what it is about the camera. It's kind of like they say the camera adds like 5 pounds or 10 pounds. Also, it takes away like a little bit of your hairline. But yeah, we have 28 minutes till the new year. I kind of get a bath. Need to do a third Be Right Back, but it calls, you know what I mean? So we'll be right back. And we'll figure out something to do. There's a bunch of options. I'll I'll mention some stuff in the chat when I'm doing biz. We'll pick what we want to do.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna let it away. eyes blurry, pushing back the tears. Should take a leap of faith and face my fear. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out, but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in slow, breathe me in and let me go. Sing to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start looking as a lost control of this paradise with honesty, but in the dead of the night, teardrops on the floor. The pain is over, feel the darkness take control.
Yo, yo, gone for a lot longer than I planned. Oh my gosh, but no, yeah, poor baby. Shut down Friday 13th music for a bit there. What am I hearing? Oh, this. Sorry, my mouse is like. Here it is. Alright. Couldn't find the arrow on the mouse. So, anyway, pull up the countdown clock, shall we? Yeah. How did I do this? I had this set up so perfectly. There's one problem. We are almost at a minute. I get this clock set up. So I will admit I need to do better at preparation. The time I thought I was going to have for preparation, no, it wasn't what I thought it was. It was weird. Because it's on the wrong thing. Yeah, thank you. So at 30 seconds, wait, how did I do this before? Is that not live? Something's wrong here. Why? 3, 2, 1, 0. Would you? Are you Happy New Year? That was kind of weird. This channel's been doing, like, hyping it up. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, the two troublemakers. Alright, well, Happy New Year, American Samoa. That kind of. Kitties, I love you. You guys just gotta not be troublemakers. Yeah, that was weird. Because the channel usually. Well, first off, so I have a monitor behind this device that you see here, and I had them lined up. Both were live as live can be. And then for some reason, somewhere, they are no longer lined up. Okay, now they are. Secondly, this channel like will start making an alert noise when there's a minute left, and it didn't do that. So that was just kind of weird. Maybe the person running it is um, out of it or something. Hold on, let me message them real quick because that was weird. No hoopla for American Samoa? Question mark. Yeah, and they still haven't changed the clock over. It's very weird. Oh, there it is. So they changed it over. Um, sorry. Midway Island has a population of 40. It doesn't look like they're going to address my comment. There's mine. No hoopla for American Samoa. Someone put Howland Island by 2024. One more place in 2024. Yeah. Midway Island has 40 people. Then it will be 2025 for all of us. Yep. The last time zones now. Yep. Me and Francis. Thing is moving really. North Korea is the best country ever. Okay. It updated. Yeah, it updated now. High 2025. Kiribati. It's 1:03 a.m. January 2nd. It's also Kir Tamati. See, I thought that was the last time zone. Or one of them. I don't know. It's very confusing. It's like you ever look at a time zone map. Done in 2025. I love North Korea. What's with all these North Korean love? Can't watch Squid Games. Yada yada yada. Okay, so anywho, let's put me back in front. But also, put me in my place. Nope, not completely in my place. There we go. Here we see the time. Hello, Troublemaker 1. Toast all the time zones I didn't toast. Give me 1 minute. I gotta find my phone. Even bathroom or the kitchen. I've been very paranoid lately that I forget to turn on the microphone. Which, to be fair, I did once or twice. I think just once actually. Alright, right, no one chose anything, so we have, these are the options. I'll give you a second to vote. I'll give you like till we get to 50 minutes left. We can do continue Sunday Rivals, the Jason Voorhees football career, with the terrible uh, Cunningham slashers, which are just the generic New Jersey, New York Jets, who are just terrible. That's option one. We do the Friday 13th puzzle game, beat a level in that. We do some Friday the 13th trivia. We can do CB product review for these German sodas. I think they're German. Maybe just the name is German, or maybe it just sounds German. I don't know. We're gonna do a Friday the 13th fan film watch along, which I'm a little weary because the last time we did one, you see where I am. We put like just a block of the fan film we were watching. So if anyone was like trying to line it up late, they could kind of tell what was going on. But one watches full movie, and which was a mistake because that block. So apparently that movie had nudity, and the boobies were right where that block was. So that kind of it was a little whoopsie do. So I had to change the rating of the show to um, only for adults, because kids can't hit yes when it says "Are you 18 or over?" And then the final one is playing Terradrome with Ghostface. I'll give you about 2 minutes to decide that what you want to do. Um, Also, I could record episode. These episodes are only 10 minutes of the CEB show and talk about New Year's resolutions. Mine. Anyone wants to mention theirs in the chat. Um, Usually they're only 10-minute episodes, but do longer. Wasabi nori. Tastes like nori with wasabi, but not spicy wasabi. Hi, girl. Hello, Jackie. What do you want to do? Same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. You never try to take over the world. What are you talking about? You need some? Pretty sure cats. Nori's okay for cats. It's the same thing I just offered you. Guess I only want to open one eye for some reason. She has 2 eyes. I seen them. She doesn't like opening one of them. Like a film or something over the eye. Or something weird. You may eat your piece? And not after she rubs her face on it. Alright, I give people enough time to choose what they want to do. Hey, there if you want it. So the countries in the next time zone are Howland Island, Baker Island, and Pago Pago. FYI. What it's worth. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, say 7 options. we'll do, go to random.com. Make sure the number is visible by 7 for the 7 options. 7 options again, real quick. Sunday's Rivals, Jason's Football Career, Friday the 13th, the puzzle game, Friday the 13th, trivia, do the CEB product reviews for the sodas, Friday the 13th, fan film watch along, Aerodrome as Ghostface, or CB show, talk about resolutions. Alright, let's go. The number is 52. So 56 would be 7 because it's divisible by. With the options again, we'll count up. Okay, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52. Alright, we're gonna do some Friday the 13th trivia. You're very lovey. Lovey-dovey, dude. I don't want to do who we did last night. I think I still have them on my phone here. Yeah, Trivia Nerd. So, like, multiple times they put the answer in the question, like a typo. And then one time, it's multiple choice. And in one of the questions, it asks a question, and then one of the multiple choice, it asked the same question but had the answer. So, and then there was one question that really had nothing to do with Friday the 13th. It's like, oh, this guy's associated with bad luck because he was born on leap year. And on top of that, that was one of the questions. They put the answer in the question. So, trying to figure out how we want to do this. Kitty, like that? Do you like that, kitty? Kitty really likes it. Love it. Fixing your eye? Oh, I see what's itching. I get it? Yeah, I gotta do trivia. Hi. Be nice. Friday the 13th game on. We're on petting a cat for most of it. And I also mess up. I mean, ultimately, I messed up the countdown. Good? Is it? You good? Move over. You good? Cats are so weird. Mine are probably all cats. Alright. I think we can keep that there. I can open up a second window. What's that? Sure, Microsoft Edge. That'll work. Why not? Any more of those? These are pretty good. Pretty really good. Anyway, let's find some run out of 13 trivia, shall we? Be nice if there was like an app that did it game show style, or we could play against other people or something. That'd be cool. Alright, Friday, May 13th, trivia. Hey Emma, what you wanting about? Yeah, yes, I love you. I don't want to learn more about Dropbox. There it is. There's the old X. Get it out of my face. New window, new capture, add a source, name it F13 trivia. There we go. Alright, now I just need to back that up some. Alright. We could do, oh, I think that's not the movie. 13 Bizarre Facts about Friday the 13th You Never Knew. No. It will be asked. The trivia game. Friday the 13th series quiz. How stuff works. No, it seems like. Why is this not staying up? Talking about the camera. I mean, not the camera. The countdown clock. Keeps going off. But it'll have this little. It'll have YT battles. What are you doing? No, get the out of here. On trivia, 23 Friday the 13th trivia quizzes. Alright, let's look at these. Shall we? We shall. Try not to be nerd trivia. Don't trick me. Alright, this looks weird. So I do. Okay, what happened at Camp Crystal Lake in 1958 that resulted in its closure? Owners were busted for possession of narcotics, burnt in a devastating fire, became site of several murders, bought out by land developers. Became site of several murders. Oh. Okay, so we're answering all the questions, and then, um, I guess we'll get the answer. Alright, what name do the locals use for Camp Crystal Lake? Is it A, Camp Dead, B, Camp Coldwater, C, Camp Blood, D, Camp Cripple Lake? Wow, Camp Cripple Lake, that's terrible. I think we all know what the answer to this one is. Does Annie, the chef, make it to Camp Crystal Lake? Um, isn't Annie the chick at the very beginning who gets killed before she gets to Crystal Lake? So I think that's who that is, and I'll say no. Ralph, the crazy guy, ends up going missing from town. Who finds him at Camp Crystal Lake? Steve, Marcy, Alice, or Ned? Pretty sure Alice does, and then he gives her the whole shtick of it's blood. What board game variant do some of the counselors decide to play to wait out the storm? Strip chess, strip Scrabble, strip Monopoly, or strip Parcheesi? I want to say it's strip Monopoly, but it might have been strip Scrabble. I don't know how you do strip Scrabble. Let's say I'm gonna go with strip Monopoly. And I was pretty sure there's more than one person or two people playing, so you couldn't be chess. And I don't remember what Parcheesi is. Sounds kind of cheesy. Shut up, Christian. Okay. Anyway, Ned, Jack, and Marcy are all killed without anyone noticing. Who is killed in the outhouse cabin? Um, yeah, I don't think none of them are. I think the only one killed in the outhouse was killed by Roy in number 5. There's what was his name, like Quincy or something? No, Quincy. Anyway, Brenda is killed when she is lured outside into the rain. True or false? I feel like that's false. Why are Alice and Bill unable to call for help? The camp hasn't had phones installed. There are no reception towers in the area. The cell batteries are dead. The phone lines are cut. I'm going to go with the usual trope of before cell phones that phone lines are cut. Though they might just not have been installed. That's kind of like my backup answer if I could have one. There are no reception towers in the area. Well, of course that would be my backup answer because no reception towers in the area is a more modern issue now than back then. Who is discovered to be the person killing the counselors at Camp Crystal Lake? If you don't know, this is interesting choices. Um, they give you someone else, Ralph, Brenda, Bill. Someone else. What what is Alice able to subdue and defeat the killer? Look how good they do this quiz versus the quiz we did yesterday, which literally talked about the answers to the next question. I forget what the question was. I think it was like about who the killer was, like who the actress was. Like, but that wasn't the like answer to the question. She was like, Betsy, whatever her name is, played Pamela Voorhees. And then the next question was, who played Pamela Voorhees? Okay, with what? Oh yeah. Let's say axe. Machete would make a lot of sense, but we'll go with axe. Now let's submit these answers. How right am I? See, what happened at Camp Crystal Lake in 1958 that resulted in its closure? My answer correct. Became site of several murders back in 1958. When the story begins, two camp counselors, Claudette and Barry, waited until the children spending their summer at Camp Crystal Lake were occupied to make their way into a loft to spend time together. Claudette was worried that someone would find them, and sure enough, someone did. While the two of them started making out, a figure ascended the stairs, surprising the two of them. The figure killed Barry, stabbing him in the stomach before advancing on Claudette. There's a fan film where you figure at the end of the movie that was Pamela, but in the fan film you find out it was really Elias Voorhees, um, Jason's father or stepfather. I'm a little confused about that. The whole Elias thing is based off the comic, though Elias was supposed to appear at the end of 6. Cut it! We're doing so good. They could have took that such an interesting direction. Whatever, whatever. All right. Fast forward to present day and on Friday the 13th, no less. Okay, 84% of players have answered correctly. What name do the locals use for Camp Crystal Lake? Camp Blood, obviously. Annie heads to Crystal Lake, walking a part of the way and hitchhiking the rest. Stopping in a local general store, she asks for directions and gets nervous reactions from the patrons. They seem unaware that someone is planning to reopen the park. Annie's there to become a counselor. One of the diners, a truck driver, offers her a ride towards the camp. En route to the truck, however, Annie is approached by a crazy old man who warns her that she'll never come back again. It's got a death curse. It doesn't stop her, however. She's too bubbly and excited. On the ride, the driver tells her what happened at Crystal Lake so many years ago. The place is jinxed, with 2 kids murdered in 1958, 1 kid drowned in 1957. In 1962, they found out the water was bad. She should quit, ask anybody. He drops her off in front of a cemetery, and she walks on. 88%? Only 88% got that right? Does Annie the chef make it to Camp Crystal Lake? I said no, and that's right. Another truck heads to Camp Crystal Lake, containing Ned, Jack, and Marcy. They first arrive. When they get there, Steve Christie, the new owner, introduces himself and fellow counselors Alice and Brenda. Does Annie the chef make it to Camp? Okay. Oh, fellow counselors Alice and Brenda. It's immediately to work for the newcomers as they set to work repairing the camp and preparing amenities for the kids. Alice worries that she and Steve won't be able to work together since the two of them broke up before commencing the repairs, but she says she'll give him until Friday at least before she leaves. She confides in Bill in the meantime. As Steve heads out for supplies, he tells everyone to show Annie to the kitchen when she arrives so that she can start work. Annie, meanwhile, hitches another ride to speed up her trip to the camp. On the way, however, she begins to realize that something is amiss since the driver doesn't talk, even though her good-natured talk of aspirations and drives past the camp's turnoff. Worriedly, Annie asks the driver to stop, but she ends up jumping out of the passenger door, hurting her leg in the process. The chase doesn't last long. The driver plods after her through the woods and slits her throat. 84. Okay, see, that makes sense. Ralph, the crazy guy, ends up going missing from town. Who finds him at Who finds him at Camp Crystal Lake? Alice does. The counselors already at the lake take some time to have fun out on the water, setting up the barge, swimming, sunning, and talking. Little do they know, someone is watching from across the shore. Ned jokingly pretends to drown, and when they pull him out of the lake, they all have a little laugh. You know, something to take lightly considering the location. At one point, a police officer arrives to introduce himself and asks who's staying at the camp. He also informs the kids that the town crazy Ralph is missing. He believes he may come down to the camp. It isn't long before someone finds him. Alice comes across him in a pantry. He gives him the whole death curse. He gives her the whole death curse. Whole death curse spiel before departing. Not unnerving at all. 57% have answered that correctly. Yeah, that one, that makes sense. Holy crap, look at that. It's got a I see an error, submit concerns option. That's awesome. Oh, I don't think you're getting everything I see. Anyway, I'll try to move stuff up more in the middle that I'm reading. What board game variant do some of the counselors decide to play to wait out the storm? It is Strip Monopoly. Thank you, thank you. Night falls at Camp Crystal Lake, and the counselors wander around. As clouds roll in, Ned believes he sees a person walking in one of the cabins and follows them in. Marcy and Jack end up seeking shelter from the rain and end up in the same cabin. The only difference being that they're in the mood to spend the night. While they both share the bed together, neither is aware that Ned is in the top bunk. His throat his throat sliced open by whoever he followed in. When do we get to Monopoly? Alice, Brenda, and Bill, meanwhile, hide out in another cabin during the storm, opting to tend to a fire and play Monopoly. Only Brenda's version of it, as the three of them open some beers and smoke marijuana, they take off one article of clothing every time they owe rent. Ah, camp life. Okay, that's cool. They pretty much gave the instructions on how to play. Now I know if that ever happens. Anyway, I got one wrong. Ned, Jack, Marcy are all killed without anyone noticing. Who's killed in the outhouse cabin? I said none of them. The correct answer is Marcy. Off in the darkened cabin with Ned on the top bunk. Marcy ends up leaving Jack in bed to use the bathroom. As he lights up a joint, he notices a droplet of blood fall into his forehead. Before he can register the moment, a hand grabs him from under the bed, holding him down, and an arrow stabs upward through his neck. The killer strikes again. Out in the outhouse, Marcy opens the door and checks to see if anyone is there. She believes it could be Jack, but finds no one. When she goes to use the sink, she continues to hear noises and investigates, only to come face to face with the killer. The results in a hatchet to the face. This results in a hatchet to the face, killing her instantly. Well, at least killed her instantly, and at least like half the people got it wrong. 52% of players answered it correctly. Brenda is killed when lured outside into the rain. I said false. The answer is true. I wasn't very confident in that one. The three playing strip poke Monopoly, sorry, are interrupted. The three playing strip Monopoly are interrupted when the wind from the storm blows open the front door of their cabin. Bill and Alice stay to chat, but Brenda remembers that the windows of her cabin are open, so she decides to call it a night. Brenda heads to the outhouse cabin to clean up before bed, but doesn't notice the shower curtain moving nearby. She leaves without a fuss. She doesn't realize something is amiss later on either. When the killer watches from outside of her cabin window, finally ready to turn in, she hears a voice out in the storm screaming for help and follows it into the rain. Taking her flashlight, she rushes to the person's aid and ultimately ends up in the archery range. Floodlights are turned on around her and she backs up towards the bullseye target. She's killed. Alright, I remember that now. 86% got that one right. Alright, that's on me. Why are Alice and Bill unable to call for help? I'm right, the phone lines are cut. That was a 50-50 guess, but the trope is they're always cut. At least back in the day. Now it's like, oh, I don't get service out here. Bill and Alice, now the only ones left, are unsure of what's going on. Someone turned on the lights at the archery range and then turned them off, and Alice thought she heard a scream. Additionally, thought I heard something myself. Additionally, where am I? Everyone seems to have disappeared. When they find the bloody hatchet in Brenda's bed, they get a bit leery. Suspicions are further aroused when the outhouse bathroom and the other cabins turn up empty. Alice thinks they should call someone, but the phones are dead. That's worse, I tell you. Someone cut the lines. Someone cut the lines on their cabin, on their car, too. and then, and it's 10 miles to walk to town. I'd be running to town. Bill reasons that there must be an explanation, and they'll all be laughing about it in the morning. In hell. At a diner in town, Steve realizes he needs to head out to make sure his counselors are okay. So begins his drive back to camp. On the way back, his truck dies, but he gets picked up by a police car willing to take him the rest of the way. The ride is cut short when the cop has a real emergency to tend to. And when Steve arrives, he's greeted by the killer, a bright light and a knife to the gut. I remember that. I don't know why that last part is included about Steve. Weird, 80% got that one correct. Who is discovered to be the person killing at Camp Crystal Lake? It is someone else. Despite Bill having fixed the generators, the power goes out, and it can only be because someone has tampered with them. The two remaining counselors light some lanterns, and Bill heads out to fix the issue. It must be the gas. He never comes back. Alice falls asleep briefly to find that Bill still hasn't come back, and the power is still off. This means that it makes sense for her to investigate his whereabouts. Searching the generator room proves fruitless. That is until she closes the door and finds his body stuck to it, arrows through his head and torso. She races back to her cabin, locks the door, tying it shut, and blocking it with whatever she can find. This proves futile when the killer throws Brenda's corpse through the kitchen window. Man, Pamela is strong. That's when a car pulls up. Alice moves her barricade and opens the door to find a woman who introduces herself as Mrs. Voorhees, an old friend of the Christies. Alice explains to her that everyone is dead, and Mrs. Voorhees says that it's just the camp and the storm. When they head inside the cabin, they find Brenda's body, and Mrs. Voorhees says that Steve should have never opened this place. A young boy drowned the year before those other counselors died in the 50s. She was the cook at the time, and she knows the counselors were making love when they should have been watching Jason. Oh, when he should have been watched. Sorry, there was a typo and they were going a different way. The boy's name was Jason. Alice insists on waiting for Steve to return, and to her shock, she listens as Mrs. Voorhees reveals that Jason was her son, and today would have been his birthday. She couldn't let them open the camp again. After what happened? Not after her son died. She says that Alice let him drown, and she must enact her revenge, but Alice hits her down with a fire poker and flees. Last question, I got it wrong? Oh yeah. It was a machete. Machete makes so much more sense too, because an axe, you just got the axe head you gotta hit her with. Machete, you got the whole machete. And it kind of makes sense. Jason uses the machete a lot after that. Anyway, Alice runs out to Mrs. Voorhees' car to make her escape, but finds Marcy's body instead. She finds Steve hanging dead, upside down from a post further down the path. She decides to keep running. Mrs. Voorhees comes to and, in a child's voice, schizophrenically chants, "Kill her, Mommy! Kill her!" The chase is on. I kind of creep myself out saying it like that. Alice has several encounters with Mrs. Voorhees around the camp, all of them culminating in a narrow escape. This finally ends with Mrs. Voorhees catching up to her with a machete on the dock. In this last fight, though it seems hopeless, Alice is able to get the upper hand by wresting the machete off her foe and beheading her, ending the madness. Ooh, yeah! Nothing can end the madness. I'm gonna blame my tired throat for that bad Randy Savage Macho Man, Macho Madness impression. She gets into a canoe and waits for sunrise, drifting into the lake. When she awakens, she finds that it's morning. The police arrive. As they call to her, she's taken aback as someone pulls her into the water from behind. Jason, the young boy, who drowned. But that's a dream. Allison awakens in the hospital bed, find that she's the only survivor. She asks about the boy in the lake. The police claim there was no boy, means he's still out there. Alright, you scored 7 to 10. The quiz type has a base value of 15 points per question. Fun trivia points scored 105. Did you enjoy this quiz? Share it, challenge some friends. The average score is 8 of 10. Damn it. I got under the average. Well, I'll tell you what, Fun Trivia does a better job than Trivia Nerd. Like a stab in the top of the back by like a little mini Jason. This big with your little knife. Alright, we have 16 minutes now till the final countdown. Um, I want to go till 7:30. Really, I could go to like 7:40, 7:50. Really. So let's figure out what we're gonna do next. Um, if you can look back in the chat, the options are Sunday Rivals, Jason Voorhees' football career, Friday the 13th, a puzzle game. We could do more Friday the 13th trivia. We could do recording. We could record those CB product reviews. Do Friday the 13th fan film watch along. Terrordrome as Ghostface, or I can record an episode of the CB show where I'll be talking about New Year's resolutions. Wow. If you want to choose one of those, now's the time. The chat should still have them. Alright, no matter. I will randomly pick something unless someone picks something before I'm done randomly picking something. Do 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 do. Too high of a number. Alright, 10. So 7 options. 10 would make it you go back to the third option, which is more trivia, unless someone has a problem with that. Let's see if this website has another good. No. All right. So we can start this quiz. Maybe we can finish it before the countdown, and then we'll go over it. General Friday the 13th knowledge quiz. Picture of the Jason from the reboot. Boo. We all agree the reboot's the worst one, right? Like, really? Right? Last 3 plays. Rustic Les got 5 of 10. Guest 107 got 10 of 10. Guest 104 got 10 of 10. Of course, those two people could have taken the quiz before. Of course, Rustic could have too, but he got 5 of 10. If he had taken it before and tried again and only got 5 of 10. Alright, what is the killer's name in the first Friday the 13th? Jason Voorhees, Pamela Voorhees, Pamela Thurman, Mark Johnson. Alright, so first we all know it's Pamela, because we just got done talking about it in the last quiz. But they do something that I've always noticed in quizzes in school, is where you can sometimes figure out the answer by what gets repeated. Voorhees, Voorhees, Pamela, Pamela, Pamela Voorhees. If we didn't know the answer already with Pamela Voorhees. Alright, next question. Jason Voorhees is a killer in Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. That is false, it's Roy. I didn't give you a chance to answer that. Okay. Woohoo! This is a good one. Whose hand pulls Jason's mask to hell at the very end of Friday the 13th Part 9, Jason Goes to Hell? In one of the coolest scenes, it is Freddy Krueger. I don't know how you would know it's one of these two other guys. I don't think Mike wears gloves. I don't think Leatherface wears gloves. Alright. Ken Kersinger plays Jason in Freddy vs. Jason. I am 99% sure I know the answer to this. I'll give you a second to guess in your head. If you want to write, yeah, you can always write down these questions, or write down the answers. Number 4, true, because it's true, by the way. But then when we review the question, see if you're right or not. Alright, what is the name of the actor who plays a little boy in Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter? It's been so long since I've used Roman numerals. Alright. This one, they almost try to trick you. You gotta make sure you see actor. And then you gotta remember which of the Coreys was the one in Friday the 13th. Which, by the way, it was Corey Feldman. Whose music is underrated, but that's not saying much because it is rated very badly. I've listened to a couple of his songs. They weren't bad. There's one I really liked. Come here, little troublemaker in training. So I mentioned in previous uh, days of this Friday the 13th Game-athon that there's 2 troublemaker cats. We got 2 troublemaker cats. This one's learning to be a troublemaker. I mean, he kind of already is, but not when it comes to doing this. But he was good. He didn't get on the keyboard like he's been doing, did you? Alright, let's continue with the quiz. We got 8:50 till the last of the planet reaches 2025. In Friday the 13th, Part 8, what city does Jason go to after hitching a ride in a boat to start his slaying in? Jason takes the city or borough name. You can write it down as I write it down. Oop, I think I spelled it wrong. Manhattan. There we go. Oh. Alright. How is Jason resurrected in Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives? Evil spirits? He just is. Fair. His mother's voice? Fair, that's happened too. Lightning strike? I know the answer. It's lightning strike. He got Frankenstein back to life. Alright, the clock was worrying me. Let me double check something on the clock here. Make sure it's up to speed. So weird. Alright. Okay, both are the same. Like I mentioned before, I have a monitor behind the laptop I'm recording this on. Okay, so lightning strike, blah blah. Which films characters include a telekinetic girl? Friday the 13th Part 3, Friday the part Friday the 13th Part 7, New Blood, Jason X, Friday the 13th 9, Jason Goes to Hell. I know this. If I didn't know this, based on the movies, during Friday the 13th, Friday the 13 Days of Halloween, we watched some fan films, and there's a was it a two-part sequel? A one or two-part sequel to um, The New Blood, and it's called Bloodlines. And it's like a direct sequel to Part 7, The New Blood. Alright. Jason gets his trademark hockey mask in Friday the 13th Part 3. I know this answer, because I remember what he looks like in the first two. He's a child in the first one, and he's a baghead in the second one. He finds the mask in the third one from that annoying guy. Alright, and then the last one. What happens to Jason at the end of Jason X? Falls into a black hole. He lands on Earth 1. He lands on Earth 2. He is killed by the crew. It would have been awesome is if when he lands on Earth 2, there's like an explanation of how his cybernetics kind of get worn out. Maybe they get burnt up. And he's back to regular Jason. So then, like any other, they could make more sequels and be like, we're on Earth 2? So then we know you don't have the lore, I guess. And is he on Crystal Lake? Blah 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 blah. But anyway, yeah, he lands on Earth 2. We're 4 minutes 420 away from submit my answers. Submit my good grief. Alright. We'll get back to that in a little bit. I'm gonna hit the screen. Hello everybody. If you weren't here earlier, I was trying to mess up my hair as much as possible. Just look terrible. Because then why you don't have to think about how bad you look, because you know you look bad. Ladies. Oh, okay, let's bring that clock back up here. We are 3 minutes and 15 seconds from the new year in the last time zone, which is U.S. minor outlying islands, such as Howland Island, Baker Island, and Pago Pago. You're welcome. Alright, I can't really take a drink. I don't have much left. My brother's gonna might be a little upset. A lot of his sparkling wine. It's been over the whole night, so it's not like someone who smashes like a 30 pack or you know someone who slams a bottle of wine in like a couple hours. This has been over 8 hours, 9 hours. Man, it's almost 7 a.m. Getting that I haven't got enough sleep thing going on here. We are 2:05 away from the new year in the final time zone. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, my tradition, my personal tradition, is I stay up as late as possible. Um, so like once I'm awake and New Year's is past, and I try to stay awake as much as possible, or midnight's past, and that's my way of like, in this case, 2024 Christian, stretching out his bad habits for as long as possible. Before having to do the resolutions. Um, and I should save some of this because I might need this if we decide to do a CB show before the end of everything. Alright, these guys have to. What are they doing? So, like, until this last two time zones, they made a big deal of this. Hold on a second. Under a minute. Where is this thing? No, who, la, for the last time zone either? Question mark. All right, we're at 27, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12. Sorry, there's somewhere else I'm missing. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Happy New Year to the entire planet now. For some reason, yeah, they stopped making a big deal about these countdowns. They used to, do the whole, like the last minute, it was like boop, boop, boop. And it was even more kind of extreme uh, in the last 10 seconds. And they would play, Old Lang Syne, which is what I'm pulling up now. This is one of the few Friday 13th Game-athons that F4A Raider hasn't really provided the music, except for this song. A very interesting version of Old Lang Syne. It's called Celebrity AI Old Lang Syne. And it's supposed to sound like a bunch of celebrities singing together, but I think he used the same vocal track to spawn the different AIs. So it just sounds, well, it sounds like this. Start from the beginning. Cheers, everybody. Booyah! Alright, you know what we should do? Since this is for Child's Play Charities, why don't we get a quick review of what Child's Play Charity does? And I have to fix this screen real quick, put in the full screen mode. Alright. I don't know why I think all of a sudden there's going to be like a third short video we can watch. That's recent. Well, let's watch this, shall we?
Hi, we're Child's Play. And since 2003, we've been very busy. We supply games and technology to children's hospitals across the world. Taking a little of the outside world and bringing it inside. Sharing the magic of gaming to help make children's lives better. Gaming and technology specialists help provide therapeutic gaming that reduces fear, anxiety, and pain for pediatric patients. Making their lives a little easier and a little happier. Child's Play works directly with the gaming community to provide equipment specific to each hospital's needs, ensuring donations are used to their fullest. We've powered millions of hours of play, and our work reaches nearly 200 hospitals across the globe. Come and be a part of our story, and learn more at childsplaycharity.org.
My favorite part of my job is being able to see the things that I build being used with patients, the smiles that it brings to their face. It's very rewarding. It's really neat to see. My name is Bree. I'm the gaming technology developer at Children's Hospital Colorado. And thanks to Child's Play Charity, my job is the first of its kind.
Over 6 years ago, we established the Gaming Technology Program here at Children's Hospital Colorado. Child's Play Charity was instrumental in establishing this new frontier within pediatrics. As our team grew and our work advanced, we realized that the next step was to start developing and making our own in-house games. One of the first games we made was called Booger Blaster. We made this game to augment existing physical therapy treatments and make them a little bit more fun for kids.
It's a VR game where you have these different tools that you use to defeat flying boogers that come towards you. As silly as this game is, all of these mechanics allow our patients to do their physical therapy activities in a fun and engaging way.
I love utilizing as many tools as I can to engage my kids in physical therapy. It happens to be that we have an amazing in-house development team that has collaborated with physical therapy in creating a game to address functional goals as well as engaging them in unique experiences.
It helps me a lot with the physical therapy.
We found it's very important to include not only the clinicians, but to include the patients early on as well. For example, the cat blaster was a patient idea, and the fact that it shoots hamburgers out of its mouth was another patient's idea as well.
Another project of ours is called Reality Pause, a mixed reality game created through a collaboration with our medical dog and child life team. The dog handlers let us know that they're unable to visit kids on isolation precautions, So we thought, what if we could bring virtual versions of our medical dogs to these patients? In Reality Pause, when the patient puts on the headset, they can still see the room around them. But when they look down, they see that there's a virtual dog in the room with them. And there's also this magic closet that appears from the floor, and you can dress the dog up with different hats and glasses.
Our medical dog handlers have gotten to see in real time this game be developed, and we're getting to meet patient needs in a way that we didn't get to before.
The game was really well done. The specifics and physics were pretty impressive, and having the dogs on this side of the hospital where we're not allowed to have these real dogs come visit is really cool, and it's really cool to have that experience and having them in my room. And I think this could benefit a lot of kids.
I give it 5 stars.
It's really fun to be a part of something so new and cutting edge.
We feel like we're just getting started. The future of this work is very bright and very exciting. In the next few years, we're going to see things that we can only dream of today and be able to make them a reality for our patients and families.
To the people that make my job and this work possible, and to Child's Play Charity, thank you. It is such a unique and innovative way to make such a big difference in the lives of kids.
Thank you, Child's Play Charity. Your support means the world to us.
Thank you! Hi, we're Child's Play. And since 2003, we've been very, very busy. We supply games and technology to children's hospitals across the world. Taking a little of the outside world and bringing it inside. Sharing the magic of gaming to help make children's lives better. Gaming and technology specialists help provide therapeutic gaming that reduces fear, anxiety, and pain for pediatric patients. Making their lives a little easier and a little happier. Child's Play works directly with the gaming community to provide equipment specific to each hospital's needs, ensuring donations are used to their fullest. We've powered millions of hours of play, and our work reaches nearly 200 hospitals across the globe. Come and be a part of our story, and learn more at childsplaycharity.org.
Okay. So, just looked and we've rated still nothing. We still haven't raised any money. So go donate if you want. It'd be cool. It's what the cool kids do. That's what they said. They all were like, "Yeah, we're the cool kids, and we donate." They just haven't to us yet. Yeah, that'll work. Anywho, let's get back to the trivia. See how we did. How I did. Well, unless you followed along with the trivia, you can see how you did. All right. Roll down. What is the name of the first name? What is the killer's name in the first Friday the 13th? Pamela Anderson. Pamela, Jason's mother, is played by Betsy Palmer in the inaugural film of the series. She is killing the camp counselors because she is extremely angered by the carelessness in letting her son Jason drown. Jason Voorhees is the killer in Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. That was a true or false question, and I said false, because Jason himself is not in the film as a killer. Instead, someone uses his costume and M.O. All is revealed at the end of the movie. Set on an insane farm. Not an insane farm, it's like a halfway house for mentally, for kids who are dealing with some mental stuff. This film is somewhat interesting, but only because it features Tommy Jarvis, which ties it back into the fourth film. Yeah, I mean, still, I mean, it ties better than Halloween Season of the Witch. Which would be awesome if somehow they connected that to the other movies. Like, give me at least a fan film. Whose hand pulls Jason's mask to hell at the very end of Friday the 13th, Part 9? Jason Goes to Hell. The answer is Freddy Krueger, like I guessed. This sets up for Freddy vs. Jason, in which Freddy needs to be remembered, uses Jason's to kickstart the memories of himself, and then he is able to kill. Freddy reaches out of the ground and pulls Jason's mask down to hell right after Jason is officially killed by a family member. Ken Kersinger plays Jason in Freddy vs. Jason. True or false question? I said true. Although Kane Hodder had previously played Jason, Kersinger took the role for this one. He plays a resurrected Jason who kills people because Freddy wants to be remembered on Elm Street. Ken Kersinger also helped with stunts for Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Yeah, makes sense. Only 75% got that. What's the name of the actor who plays the little boy in Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter? Where Feldman is the actor, like I guessed, who plays Tommy Jarvis, a young boy whose mother is murdered by Jason in the film. Some teens vacation next door, and Jason attacks them, and the Jarvis family attacks them and the Jarvis family. Where Feldman also played Mouth in the Goonies? Was his name Mouth? 72% got that one right. In Friday the 13th, Part 8, what city does Jason go to after hitching a ride in a boat to start his kit slaying in? Answer is Manhattan. That one needed a multiple choice. Although ridiculed by many as the worst movie in the series, I believe it is better than the fifth film, which doesn't even have Jason in the film. Sorry, doesn't even have Jason. In this film, Jason somehow gets aboard a cruise boat that heads to Manhattan. Once in Manhattan, Jason starts slaying there. Somehow, it's not like it doesn't explain it. Only 64% got it right. I think people misspelled Manhattan like I did originally. I did spell check. It ends with an A-N, not E-N. Jason is resurrected in Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Or how is Jason resurrected in Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives? And of course, I was right. Lightning strike. Tommy stabs him with the metal bars from a cemetery fence, and then Jason gets shocked by lightning, kickstarting his heart again. Way to go, Tommy. You just killed a bunch of people. Because you were paranoid he was going to come back and kill a bunch of people. Hold on, there's a cat trapped in another room. One second. Oddly, that's not the cat that usually gets stuck in that room. But anyway, let's go back to the shall we? Yes, we shall. Oh, look, the sun. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Somehow the chat got taken away from me. There it is. Hello, chat. Alright, number 8. Which film's characters I think I finally got that good burp out. That was messing me up. Which film's characters include a telekinetic girl? And the answer is, like I said, Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. This film is interesting for its science fiction approach. Because, Jason wasn't science fiction at all. This film is interesting for its science fiction approach. The girl raises Jason using psychic powers. Only one problem exists. He starts killing people. The plot asks one question throughout the duration of the film. Can she stop what she has started? I mean, she does with the help of her zombie dad, who is who she was trying to resurrect. What the heck just happened? Whew, thought I lost the. I think I clicked on something. Anyway, Jason gets his trademark hockey mask in Friday the 13th, Part 3. True or false? That is true. In the second film, he still wears. Still? In the second film, he starts wearing his sheets with a hole in it for the eye. The hockey mask appears in the third film and has lived on since. The trademarked hockey mask is obtained when Jason kills Shelley, thank goodness, who had been wearing the mask when he decided to pull one of his practical jokes. Isn't that kind of odd? He uses a hockey mask to scare someone, like it's a mask of a serial killer or something. When it's Jason, who after he kills Shelley, turns it into something that people connect to killers. Anyway, what happens to Jason at the end of Jason X? Answer, like I said, he lands on Earth 2. More notably, Jason falls into Camp Crystal Lake on Earth 2. I didn't even notice that. Or maybe I just don't remember that. In the film, set in 2455, Jason is accidentally cryogenically frozen. When crew members of a ship find him, they think he can't be brought back. But he can be, and he is ready to kill. Why would they not think he couldn't? I don't remember them thinking he couldn't be brought back. Because they literally brought back the chick that he stabbed that was also cryogenically frozen. Alright, your score 10 of 10, a perfect score. Nice job. The quiz has a base value of 15 points per question. Fun trivia point scored 150. Did you enjoy this quiz? I should sign up for this. Wow, brain no worky. So keep track of my points. Holy moly. It'll be good. Is the last 4 days of this? Thursday, Friday, last 5 days of this? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Should, finally, unless something happens, which could happen, I should have the time to do the prep work to make these better than they have been. Because, I mean, they have been great. They have been terrible. Maybe they have been terrible. I don't know. I have been high on what the job I've done, and like I said, part of it's my fault, part of it's stuff outside of my control. In that I didn't know certain things were going to happen the way they did. But some people would say that's still 100% your fault because you got to prepare that. But I also say you have to literally constantly prepare to be 100% prepared for anything. But anywho, we got like a little less than 30 minutes if we choose to. My neck is getting tight. So I said we'd go till 7:30. Then I said we could go till as late as 7:50. Part of me is like, end this now because my brain is fried. Yeah, I'm gonna end it now. Just because, like I said, my brain is fried. I can't think straight well enough to keep doing this. Thursday though, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday should all be evening streams. One of those streams might actually be on Back to Brag Sports for Survival Bowl. We'll see. We don't know yet. I'll probably know a lot after Thursday. We announce it on the Thursday stream in the evening, like preferably like 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, it'd be cool. Think about like Monday could be 24-hour stream, maybe a 12-hour stream. I don't know. We'll think about it. Other things up in the air. Join us Thursday, tomorrow, 8 p.m. hopefully. Back to Brag Gaming on YouTube for more. Also check out all the Back to Brags channels and F4A Radio and Oklahoma City, or it's OKC Renegades YouTube channel for the OM Media Management or OMM Media Drop, but it's a dump. They're just like dumping all this stuff that's most of it's been made recently. We just haven't put it out, so like everything's they're trying to get it all out so that it's kind of like fresh start, or not fresh start, but you know they don't have anything they're holding on to. They started this back Monday, I think, and it's going till this coming Monday. So yeah, check that out. But, you know, just follow Back to Brag. Just put Back to Brag in the search on YouTube or any other social media, but especially YouTube. And then F4A Radio, the number or the letter F, the number 4, the letter A, the word radio, all one word. Should be a yellow logo. Follow that. And then, you know, go check out the OKC Renegades on YouTube as well. Yeah, I think that's it. 7:25. Good time to end this. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to sleep, but yeah, I can't do this. Or you're just going to watch me be incoherent.